Good morning. In this period, let us try to analyze an important law of economics. It is the law of supply. This law establishes a relationship between supply and price. So, what is the relation between price and supply? You know very well, while discussing various factors determining supply, I have told you that there is a positive relation between price and quantity supplied. So in this law, let us study the statement of the law. I will give you a supply schedule. Let us draw a supply curve. Let us analyze various assumptions of the law and exceptions to this particular law. So what this law states, when other things being equal, the law of supply states that the quantity supplied extends with a rise in price and it contracts with a fall in price. It means as the price increases, quantity supplied also increases. Similarly, as the price decreases, quantity supplied will come down. So there is a positive relation between supply and price. Then this is the supply schedule. To prove our law of supply, I have given you a supply schedule. Supply schedule indicates various level of quantity supplied at different levels of prices. Here, as the price increases, the quantity supplied expands. When price was rupees 2, the quantity supplied was 10 units or 10 kg or 10 meter like that. When price increases to rupees 4, the quantity supplied extends to rupees 12. When price was 6, supply was 15. When price was 8, 20, 10, 26, 12, 30, 14, 35. In this way, the supply schedule very clearly shows that there is a positive relation between price and quantity supplied. When other things being equal, the quantity supplied extends with a rise in price and it contracts with a fall in price. Now, on the basis of this supply schedule, let us draw a supply curve. So in this diagram, I have drawn the supply curve. Here SS represents the supply curve. Usually the supply curve will be upward sloping like this. Upward sloping. This shape is known as upward sloping supply curve. Demand curve is downward sloping, but supply curve is upward sloping. Here SS represents the supply curve. This shows the positive relation between price and quantity supplied. It means as the price increases, the quantity supplied will go on increase. Now, what are the assumptions of the law? The law of supply is based on certain assumptions. The law holds good when these assumptions are prevailing. First assumption is the technology should remain the same. Technology means the method or the way in which goods and services are produced. Technology should remain the same. Another is the cost of production should remain the same. You know very well, it is another important factor influencing supply. Therefore, we have to assume that the cost of production or expenses incurred in the production of a commodity should remain the same. Third is there is no change in the climate. You have to study this particular law under a particular climatic condition or a certain climatic condition or season. Then the prices of related goods should remain the same. Prices of related goods, either they may be complementary or substitutes. So prices of those related goods should remain the same. Then there are no expectations. Suppliers or producers, they won't make any expectation or expectation of future changes in price, demand, etc. Then government policy and actions towards production should remain the same. There is no change in the government policy and actions towards producers and sellers. So with these assumptions, we can analyze the law of supply with the help of this supply schedule, and this will be your supply curve. Then what are the exceptions to the law? The law of supply does not hold good during certain circumstances. First one is whenever the sellers are badly needs money. Whenever they are in urgency of money, they may dispose of their entire output in the market even at lower prices. So whenever they are badly in need of money, sellers may dispose of their entire output. They won't bother about the prices now because they would like to get rid of their products in the market. Then another exception is during auction sale. During auction sale, a definite quantity of product will be kept for selling. So during auction sale, what the bidders will do, the bidders will go on bid the prices, but supply does not increase because a definite quantity of product will be offered for sale in the market, but supply does not increase during auction sale. Then another exception to the law is in case of very rare collection. Very well, there are certain rare goods in this world. For example, Kohinoor diamond, the world famous painting Mona Lisa. Such things, if you want to observe, their prices will go on increase day by day, but supply does not increase. So in case of very rare collection, the law of supply does not hold good. Then the law of supply does not hold good in case of future expectation. If the sellers expect future changes in price, future fall or rise in prices, the current level of supply will also go on change. So if they expect future changes, the current level of supply will also go on change. Therefore, in this case also, the law of supply does not hold good. So these are the exceptions or the circumstances during which the law of supply does not apply. So these are the various aspects relating to this particular law. We have discussed now statement of the law. We have studied supply schedule, drawn the supply curve. We have discussed various assumptions of the law and exceptions to the law. In our next session, let us study the changes in supply. So which are the factors governing or determining supply? On that basis, once again, we can notice different changes in supply. For example, expansion and contraction in supply, increase and decrease in supply. Let us study all these 4 types of changes with the help of diagrams. And in all these cases, the factors influencing supply would also be different. So let us study changes in supply in our next period. Okay. Thank you very much.